Hey guys, I was just sitting here thinking, and I don't really see many videos on what you should do when you get bored with your car, because I know I can't be the only person out there, and most people would say, well, just go get another one. But what do you do when you get bored with your car and you can't get a new car? Well, I would detail the shit out of it, for one. Try and get excited about the car again. Just fix it up. There's stuff wrong with it. Maybe you can fix one thing here or there. That's kind of what I've done with this Tahoe that I have, because prior to this car I've had a different car every year since I started driving, and I'm 42 now, so I've had a lot of cars. Although this particular car I've had for almost 2 years now, which is a long time for me to own a car. But I have done a lot to it, just for that mere fact that I'm in a situation where I can't get a car now. And so what I'd keep doing is just keep making mine nicer. I'll come over and I'll show you what I've done with my car. Just to help you guys alleviate the tension that you might have if you're tired with your car. So anyways, let's go take a look. So when I first got the car, it had the original headlights. It didn't have the actual grill. Somebody had taken some chicken wire and spray painted it black and put it in there. So one of the first things I did with mine is I replaced the headlights. I got this grill just actually a couple months ago. I put up with the chicken wire one for a year and a half. I had different wheels on it when I bought it. So last summer I bought these on Facebook. I think I paid like $500 for the rims, and then I went and got new tires. So altogether I think it was about $1,300 for the wheels and tires. I haven't fixed the door yet. It has a big dent right there. So what I did, since I couldn't really afford a body shop either, is I ordered these nice chrome plates on eBay. I think they're like $60 or something like that. And yeah, obviously you can see, the dent's still there. And then I took some foam and I sprayed it in here, and I don't know what I was thinking I was gonna do, but I was just trying to fill the gap. And but I mean, from a distance, you don't even see the dent. It looks nice. Got the new tail lights. This back door was dented. Had a big dent right here when I first got it. I spent about a year and a half looking online for doors. The junkyards around here don't really allow you to go and pull your own parts like the ones in Washington do. But luckily I found this door on Facebook in Fargo. I think I paid $75 for it altogether. Had it delivered to me from a friend, and then I put it on myself. I went ahead and put a system in here. The interior was trashed when I got it. It still is trashed, but I just haven't had money to do much with it. It has duct tape all over the seats. So for now, I just threw some seat covers on there. The carpet was all stained to hell, so I went ahead and dyed the carpet black. I've got my garbage can there. Got my blanket for the kids when they get cold. And obviously you saw the video how I changed the steering wheel. I've always liked the wood grain look, and I also ordered the wood grain dash piece and wood grain window piece out of a Yukon, and it doesn't match, but I think it looks good. The next thing I might do here in a few weeks is taking a trip to North Carolina. I would like to find a Cadillac or Yukon centerpiece at the pull aparts there and possibly upgrade that. But for now, you know, I went ahead and put this little clock in, painted that black, put the stereo in there. You know, it's just little things you can do to make your car nice, or your Tahoe. I mean, I have a feeling these Tahoes are going to be a collector car in another 10 years, just because there's so many people that are into SUVs these days, and you know, the new ones are so damn expensive that not everyone has the money for it. I'll probably end up keeping this. You know, I would like to, at some point I might have it repainted. You know, it's got rust. It's from Minnesota. We get rust up here, so you just kind of got to live with what you get. I did take this antenna off and took the stock antenna off and put this on, just because it was always getting caught in the car wash. And you know, but it's not perfect. I got to fix this rust here, and it's got rust on the bottom. What I plan to do in a couple years is I will actually order a new piece. I'll have this cut out, and then we'll weld in a new piece. But for now, I just Bondo it every year. You know, what can you do? You just try and make it look as nice as you can. I put these mud flaps on. I did not have those when I bought it, and I'll try and see if I can find a photo of the car when I first purchased it 2 years ago. I think I probably paid like $2,500 for it initially, and I think in the last 2 years I've probably put $4 or $5 grand into it, just buying new parts. I had the brakes replaced. We put new rotors and calipers on last summer, and I put new shocks on. Did those myself all the way around. But you know, I'm learning that maybe I can be happy with one car, you know, but then you get to a point where there's only so much you can do to it. So we'll see. Oh, I also had to replace the backup lights, because when I put these in, I did not realize they were not made for the barn doors. So I had to actually cut that out myself so they would fit. And then I wired in these, and these are actually way brighter than the old ones. Anyways, so yeah, just a little video on my car and my thoughts. You know, give you guys some ideas for yours. So thanks for watching. Hi boy, what are you doing? Are you meowing? Oh, you having a good day? You just chilling outside? Yeah. Just chilling out here. Having a good day. You know, I had some more thoughts. It really is, in my opinion, worth it to keep your car as long as you can, just because the overall price of these new cars now are so goddamn expensive. Plus, they're so computer driven that, you know, when they start breaking, it's way more expensive than it used to be to fix these issues. So if you can find an older vehicle from the, you know, even older than mine, because mine still has a lot of computer stuff in it, but it's not nearly as bad as the new ones. I mean, if you got the money for new stuff, if I had the money for new stuff, I'd definitely go and get the new car again. But right now, my current situation, and I'm sure there's many of you out there that are the same, is just try and be happy with what you got, and just fix one thing at a time. You know, see if you can find a good mechanic. If you can't do it yourself, I can't do a lot of the mechanic stuff, so fortunately I've found a guy that helps me out and only charges about $50 an hour, so actually made it possible for me to keep the car, because when something goes wrong, I just order the part online and then take it to him. But you know, the nice thing about, if you can just keep your current car and just fix one thing here one month, another thing another month, within a year or so you've got a nice car, and that's kind of satisfying. You know, you're not stuck making payments to the bank. You know, before I've had cars, I had new cars, I was paying about, with my car and my wife's car, $1,200 a month, for just to have the security of not having a car that would break down. But you know, you don't own it, and you got, you know, 5-year loan or whatever, and then by the time you do get it paid off, now you're at the stage where you've got to do all the possible repairs or maintenance, so you're starting over again, or you're just buying another car, and it's a constant rat race. But you know, do it this way, and I think you know, if you don't get caught up with keeping up with the Joneses and having to have something new all the time, you know, you can find appreciation in keeping something, you know, older that's, you know, not new but nice. You know, too many people are caught up in new, and there's nothing wrong with that, but you know, you got to do what you got to do. So just my thoughts. I hadn't seen many videos out there on, you know, what you do or how do you try to get over that being bored with your car, and really all I found you can do is just put more love into the car you have. You know, even if it's just going and vacuuming it out and cleaning it one day and just, you know, trying to make it look nice. That's a start, and then from there just take it one day at a time. I mean, I was, like I was trying to say before, is that when I had the new car, I would think I was paying about $1,200 a month for car payments. You know, fixing these cars up, I'd probably pay, on average, and it's not every month, but I would say maybe $300 a month to fix things here and there, and that's a lot cheaper. And you know, at some point I'll potentially be at a steady point where I'm not, you know, shelling money out to fix things. And if you're mechanical, you know how to do shit yourself, then you're gonna save even more money. But that's just my my view for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and talk to you next time. You know, some people might be thinking, you know, the car's just not worth it. Why are you putting all this money into it? And my thought on that is, you just gotta get past that and, you know, be like, am I doing it for value, or am I doing it for satisfaction? I mean, you're never going to get your money out of a car usually, unless you're just buying and flipping and, you know, doing that sort of stuff. But you know, there's just a feeling that you get when your shit's nice, you know, and you know, you got to put some money into it. So what? You're gonna blow your money on some other shit anyways, in my view. And pretty soon you'll have a car that people look at when you drive by and say, hey, that's a nice looking car. So my view on that is, who cares, you know, what it's worth, if you're gonna end up keeping the vehicle anyways. I mean, obviously, if you know, you don't have the gumption to keep a car, then that argument does make sense. But you know, there just comes a point where I think you gotta be like, fuck it, you know, who cares? You gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, everybody's at a different level and people can afford different things, but from my point of view right now, this is my argument on the whole issue with that.